Guy's been in existence for around 20 years. We're a mass producer of content. We're like the host broadcaster for the Premier League. So we're delivering in the range of about 100,000 live hours of content to customers and about 200,000 non-linear hours, so video on demand hours to customers. So it's a sizable operation across UK, Germany, Italy, Switzerland, Ireland, Austria. So they're the major sort of target audiences.
Sky is a content business, essentially. It's a media company. And these kind of platforms that we're talking about today, they largely underpin every kind of content proposition at Sky. So every product that you're aware of that we also sell, like Glass and Q and Anytime Plus, Sky Go, Now TV, and even now Peacock and things for NBCU. So that's a complicated business of taking all these different suppliers and doing all the things you need to do with the content, whether it's QC it, comply it, transform it, and get that to all the right distributors in the right time frame and the right qualities.
We have layered on old technologies, formats have changed. You know, traditionally we're very much a tape-orientated organisation. We've moved sort of more towards tapeless. What we ended up as an organisation is multitude of different storage systems, lots of duplicated workflows, a lot of manual workflows, actually a lot of systems were doing sort of content processes which weren't designed to do content processes.
We initially looked at replacing everything that we had in one go, which was just unmanageable. So we really started to break down the problems that we were trying to solve, but keeping in mind a North Star that we wanted to get to. So looking for solutions where we could start small, but grow over time, really helped us to begin that journey of transitioning our platform.
So that led us to have quite a deep conversation about, well, what would we use to drive the task and process management? What would be the UI interface, the one way, if you like, the pane of glass that our operational teams will be able to look across the whole operation and understand what's happening and be able to interact with it?
We looked around the market and actually we had a very strong recommendation from our partner SDVI to work with TMT. And we evaluated what their offering was. It was kind of unique in the marketplace. And it has come together as a really strong partnership.
So TMT Insight seemed to be the right fit for us because they shared the same vision that we had, which is all about curating simplified operational workflows whilst trying to sort of maximize the efficiencies of the platforms that we were deploying.
What TMT and Polaris really does for us is it allows that single pane of glass across the operation. Now, what's really important about that is that we can not only abstract the UI and the process management away from the technical services, to an extent we can abstract the operation away from those services. So that allows us to move behind that in a quite flexible way. We can change those services quite rapidly, do different things and drive different features and capabilities for the business. That's really important when you have such a big complicated space. You can't immediately get everyone to work the same way. But what Polaris can do is it gives us a front end that allows us the way we speak to the operations, the way operations speak to us to actually operate the platform. So it allows you to start to unify that across the group so that you can build an operation that the different teams can use that becomes common, that you learn from each other to build that in a better way. Behind the scenes, we can change the technology to have the right services plugged into that and change them if we need to, without having to radically change the operation every time we have to change a service.
The real benefit that we see out of Polaris is a clear user interface. It's very simple to navigate, really clear to our operational teams. It highlights what needs to happen and brings that to the forefront rather than our operational teams having to search through and find what they need to be working on.
And the fact that it's customized to their workflows and their working practices has allowed us to introduce something that's not so overwhelming. So the engineering group that I'm responsible for need to make sure we deliver something that they love. And that's really the success criteria is that they love the system. And I can certainly say that's something that they do.
I think the journey of the platform strategy that we're on is always going to evolve. We have quite interesting conversations about, is this project still going? It's not a project. It's an evolving platform, and it's designed in a way to continually evolve so that it can continue to meet business demand rapidly in an agile way, right? Which is what we need to do.
We're always unearthing something and saying, well, is this a candidate to bring into the system? because ultimately we do want to have this one user interface for operations, and that's their go-to environment for managing content.
If you understand the media asset management world and the complexity within that, the idea that for a company like Sky UK and for a company like Sky Italy that we're turning off both of those MAMs is huge. I think it can't be understated, the acceleration of working in this way, in a kind of an agile service-based model in the cloud, software first, working with great products like TMT has really accelerated our ability to change. When you take a step back from that and you realize we were here, everything was on the MAM, we're going to be here, nothing's on the MAM, is such a huge step that if you'd have said to me that that's the planned outcome in that time frame, I'm not sure I would have believed you.
I look back from where we were 3 years ago to now, and it's been an incredible transformation, and really now operations are starting to see the value of what it's delivered.
So within the next month, we're switching off lots of our legacy acquisition workflows, and we'll be solely within Polaris, managing that flow, which within a sort of 18-month delivery is a great achievement.
Now, the beauty of this is one HTML page, they can go in, log in online, and they can do everything they did previously, just all with a few clicks of a button. So it's massively streamlined what they do and increase the productivity of that team.
We've designed in such a way, we're utilizing cloud as much as we can, and we're utilizing tools like TMT that can be operated from a single VPC in the cloud that we can manage, but into any territory. That allows everybody to see the same operational view, to then interact with those services. So even if I can't change all the services overnight, between, say, Germany and UK and Italy, but I can still offer the same operational experience and then be working on changing that in the background if I have to. So actually what we want to do is extend that task and process management outside of Sky to the people we do business with, and also the people who send content to us, offer them portals. If they can't do a complex integration, hey, don't worry about it. Here's a portal. You can, if you're two guys in a garage, it's okay. You don't need to go out and spend loads of money on complicated new systems. Here's a portal. You can put the data in, and that will just feed that data directly into our workflow. It's much better for us. It's much better for them. It takes the friction out. It means that we don't have to go back and forth with lots of emails and spreadsheets. And I think that's a real important step in the operation.
We found a great partnership with TMT. We found somebody that we can really work with, collaborating not just on a strategic level, but also in the low-level implementation. Our teams are working hand in hand. Where we come across issues, they're quick to reach out to TMT, and we get swift responses to help us move forward.
It means we can keep on sort of moving as the world changes. We won't end up in the world where we were before, where we had layers and layers of legacy. You know, I think we are now fit for purpose for the future, and we can keep on changing as the world changes.
It's quite hard to judge what's going to happen in 5 years, but certainly our belief is that the platform we built is one that will evolve. So we haven't tried to assume that we know everything that everybody wants. In fact, quite the opposite. We've assumed we don't know what everybody wants, and we won't know till it's upon us. We'd like to think we've got a good view of what's coming, but you never know what you're going to be asked to do. And that's the whole point of having this agile software-based platform. It's the whole point of having an abstracted UI for task and process management like Polaris. It allows us to continue to grow that business, grow the operation, do new things none of us thought we were going to be doing without having to unpick and change everything with a giant, massive project. It allows lots of small iterative changes that drive value. That is at the key of building an agile platform, and that's at the key of building a successful 21st century company, in my opinion.